Hey, what's up?
The war has arrived at the gates of Hillis. This peaceful mining planet in System 4 is now completely encircled by the Dom's Armada. General Keck, Supreme Commander of the Alpha Forces, would like to take this opportunity to address a final message to the
Nothing much.
population.
Saw the Flash. How was it?
Loyal Hillians.
Also, give me a sec. I'm gonna use the
The
bathroom.
impending battle will be a difficult one, but thanks to the Alpha section.
They're coming. Quick, Fen, jump up. Go tell Paige. I'll take care of the shield.
Shield activated.
It was alright, better than expected. What made it better?
Disabled.
Your Optima account is
350.
units short. Your electrical supply has just been blocked.
Gotta be joking.
Thank you for
Really isn't a cameo fest. Just it's a story about the Flash. Oh, neat. Even Keaton doesn't show up until like an hour in, and he was pretty good. That's neat. Still don't care about the Flash.
I've got it handled. Get yourself to
You know, I was debating today if I should wear a green shirt, because the pro tag of this game does. Then I'm like, oh wait, I don't think that would work because of the green screen. So I was debating making a room that's just a blue screen,
hidden, kids.
but it's like, would that just be excessive? Having both? I know you don't care, I probably wouldn't like it, but yeah, it's not, like, awful. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, cool, I'm glad it's not, The Flash. Here's a question, who's the villain? What's up, Arson? How are you? Did you ever play this? There's still a lot I don't like. Don't get me wrong. No, I hear you. Dark Flash. What?
I'm coming! Free yourself, Jake! I'll create a diversion!
Ubisoft is the villain. Did you ever play this game, Arson? Because, like, I love this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Which is what I'm going to start playing more often. Games that, like, I'm like, no, this is my favorite game. This is definitely up there. If I was making a list of top 10, or I think it was in my top 7, I don't remember. But, I think it is in my top 7. It's, like, right there at number 7. Because it's just it's a game that someone had an idea about and then executed. Because there's so many little different gameplay mechanics in this game, but none of them feel out of place. And the story never gets in the way of the gameplay. Oh, shoot. Sadly, no, I considered it way back when, but never got around to it. It's not easy to, like, I don't think it's on many things right now, right? Like, did they ever give this a PC release? I know you can play it on PS2 and PS3. I'm playing this on PS3. But even then, to play it on PS3, you had to have downloaded it back when they made the HD release, before they lost the license or whatever. So I guess if you're talking screen time? Oh, okay. Dark Flash. Who triggered the events of the movie? Flash? And then what's the plot? What's the plot in like 3 sentences? You can probably play it on modern Xbox consoles. Yeah, probably. Simpler Flashpoint, basically. Nice. 3 words. Yeah. So yeah, something I love about this game, the menu is your actual pouch.
Una per Daramis. Bueno, Yid, but be careful. I did a checkup on you after your fight, and I noticed something got inside your psycho karma.
Okay, hang on. I ordered a drink. I'll be right back. Just wait. Just wait right there. I'll be right back. What's up? Today is the anniversary of George's death. Who? What? George Reeves? All I know is that they used not one, but 2 Superman actors that died years ago. Yep, George Reeves and Christopher Reeves. And you know, the microwave scene. It's even worse for George. How's it worse? Got the spellings wrong, way wrong. Sorry, George Reeves and Christopher Reeve. Yeah. Today's the anniversary of George's death. Interesting. You think they planned that? No. And by planned that, I don't mean, do you think they made sure he died so that years later we could release The Flash. Like, around the time. What's up? Yep, I got that spoiler of the Reeves soups. That was something. My whole thing is like, but why though? Beyond like, oh, I clapped because I recognize it. Like, why? I don't know. This is the first Flash movie we get, and it's like, yo, check this out. Dude, you have Brandon Routh. He's Chris Reeve's Superman. Why don't you use him? Because no one liked that movie. Yeah, for George it's worse because, like, who did they contact to use his likeness? He committed... Ooh, I did not know that about him. Like, at least Chris' family was okay with it. Jeez. George Reeves allegedly shot himself because he could never escape the identity of Superman. That... Bro, that's so sad, man. It's like, have you guys actually read the book I'm Not Mr. Spock? By Leonard Nimoy? About how much it sucks being known for just one role. Like, why use two dead actors for a cheap cameo? Because people eat that SHIT up, that's why. They do. They'll be online and they'll make their million-view videos about, like, did you notice? Hi, I'm Emergency Awesome, and I'm going to explain to you why this cameo matters. You see, this is Christopher Reeve, Superman, and this one is George Reeve, and you guys need to understand that these guys used to play Superman, and you see, it's really, and like, you gotta get it to 10 minutes, so it's just rambling about something that's very obvious.
Miss, a word for our listeners.
Well, you guys are
It's like, I know people who are seeing that movie because Michael Keaton's Batman is in it, just as an example. And it's like, okay.
Cut. Hey, Pop, stay zen. Don't get your snout bent out of
The director of this Flash movie is directing Batman the Brave and the Bold. We're into a bumpy road ahead. Brave and the Bold? Okay, wait, hang on. When you say Brave and the Bold, do you mean like the cartoon Brave and the Bold? Are they making a movie?
It wasn't for you.
Like a live-action Brave and the Bold? Because I'm down for that. I want that Batman. Pulpy, cheesy, retro-style, jazz band Batman. Give me that Batman. I'll watch that movie. I will. No, it's just the new DC U Batman film. Oh. Disappointment. There was a movie about Reeves' story. He was played by Ben Affleck. The movie was called Hollywoodland. Yeah? When did it come out?
Jade, how you feel?
Where can I watch that? Because that sounds so sad.
I'm fine.
Like, oh, I completely forgot to say. Justin, I watched that
The shield is on the
Val
place.
Kilmer movie, man. That was good.
Ducks for every
The documentary where his son did the narration.
What a pessimisto, you faithful servant.
Batman Brave and the Bold is separate from Battinson, I guess. Ah, 2006. Nice.
Segundo, we're
Maybe I'll
stuck.
check it out. Hollywoodland.
Hovercraft, no shield. Optima has cut off the power. The account is empty.
Units, you want units? You come to Segundo, mia bella. Listen to this.
Why, like,
The director, Senora
will Batman always be on
Center
separate movie
wants a
universes?
collection of all the animals
Apparently.
on the planet. She
Honestly,
will
he
never
works
for
better
any
that
photo
way.
you send with
Call me
little
crazy.
animal on it. Mira, that beast, for example. You take picture of it and tenga mucho units. Even your perro interests them.
Not another one of your harebrained plans, Segundo. Gonna have to recheck your circuits. Who could possibly be interested in that kind of thing? We're in the middle of a war, son.
You understand nada, bacon breath.
That was great, and yeah,
Species is
linking to the
mucho
Batman thing.
importante.
What did you think of him
You go
talking
get your
about it
camera
in it?
back, and we'll see if Segundo has pepperoni on his processor.
It's...
As if you were there.
I'm not sure how to feel about it, to be completely honest.
The exclusive story. Here on
Yeah.
once again reared its ugly head. Striking the
Sorry, wait. Oh, okay, by the way, this is Beyond Good and Evil, one of my favorite games of all time. This game is very unique. It's funny, the other day we were talking about video games on the Discord, as we do, and I mentioned how, like, creative games would be considered gimmicky today, but it's like, this game's so creative. It's like, there's a bit of Pokemon Snap, you know, you take pictures of animals and stuff, and you get rewarded, but also you're stopping a government conspiracy, and, like, you fight aliens. Like, it's pretty wild, and it's the future.
Those stupid doms are gonna get us all. We're all gonna die.
Don't worry. You're all safe here in the lighthouse.
Did Jade's voice actress go on to do anything
Okay,
else?
I'll file it.
Okay, Yid. I transferred the dinero to the stinking Optima service.
There's the Battinson universe, the Jokerverse, and now the DC. Oh, that's funny. I forgot that Jokerverse was its own thing too. And they're continuing that too, right? Like, who's Harley Quinn? Lady Gaga? Lady Gaga? Like Spider-Man, bring us back Solo Spidey. We do have Solo Spidey. It's called Spider-Verse. They decided instead of one Spider-Man, why not have all Spider-Men?
I'm gonna go make sure everything.
Val was my Batman. I watched Forever as a kid a lot. The OST of the movie and the visual style has stuck with me forever. TM. It's funny. When I was a kid, the one I watched a lot was actually Batman and Robin. I am not kidding. That was the one I grew up watching very frequently on VHS. And it's funny how years later people are like, this movie sucked. And no joke, no part of me wanted to defend it. I was just kind of like, it probably did though. And then I rewatched it and I'm like, okay, yeah, this isn't a good film, but I don't think it's like the worst movie ever. I've seen worse movies, man. And you know, say what you will about Batman and Robin, that movie is wonderful to watch if you're like, you know, just wanting to harp on a movie. Cause like, bro, how did that get made? Oh shoot, how do I? I hate when I try to take a picture of something and I'm jumping at it. No. Species already taken. Okay. Yep, that film, dripping in Joel Schumacher, absolutely. What it do, Mang? How are you? It's not good, but it's fun. Exactly, it's a fun film. It's not rocket surgery. I don't know. It's not, Citizen Kane. Speaking of Citizen Kane, so a couple people have been messaging me on Discord that I should go through with the Fast and Furious video. Are you guys ready for a 2-hour-long Janiac Jr. video talking about Fast and Furious? Do you guys want that? Would you guys watch that?
Transmission received. I'll file it right away.
It's gonna be long. Like, because it's 14 movies I'm covering. 14. Now, to be fair, 2 of them are shorts. One's 6 minutes and the other's 20. But it's 14 movies. And I'll do it. Because, like, I actually have things to say about it.
Good thing.
Yeah, baby. Injected into my
Stay
veins.
strong.
Last night, I played Vin Diesel's single for my girlfriend. And she was like, what is this? I'm like, do you like it? She's like, I don't know.
Superb
I'm
specimen.
like, you don't know? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, take a look who it is. Whoa, ah! I didn't know this was a scary game. Bro. This is PS2 AF. Can I move? Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to take the thing from it.
Can't play now, okay? Oh, no, Wolf, no!
Have you ever played Project Zero Fatal Frame? Fatal Frame I've played, but not Project Zero. Fatal Frame's pretty awesome. I gotta take pictures of ghosts! And, like, return the ghosts to the demon realm. Like, yeah. Fatal Frame's pretty cool. Fast X Video 2 hour. Oh no, it'd be about the entire franchise. It's like, here's all of them. It's like, why split it up? Here's just talk about all of them. Did you watch a short film? No, not yet. I will though. Don't forget the toddler Fast and Furious cartoon. I will not be covering the show. I decided I'm just gonna do. It's like 5 seasons of Spy Racers. I don't know, fam. I don't know if I can. I don't know if men can handle that. 5 seasons, bro. 5 seasons. Nah. I'll focus on the movies. Because here's what I'd love to do, right? Hypothetically. Now, obviously, by hypothetical, I mean this will never happen in a million, billion, gajillion years, knowing my luck. But what I'd like is, like, let me just cover franchises. That'd be kind of cool, right? We could start with Fast and Furious, and then, I don't know, I was gonna say, like, I want to do a video about Star Wars, right? And the video is called Star Wars is a bad franchise. That's the title. That's the title of the video. And I would go into every single Star Wars film and dive into, like, here's what makes a good franchise, and here's why Star Wars never did any of that. And why, like, it is failing. Oh my god, this is Fatal Frame. Project Zero is the European name. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, Fatal Frame is pretty cool. Fast and Furious Spy Racers, but Dom appears. Only when Dom is on screen, I review those episodes. Because, like, here's the thing. I watched Better Luck Tomorrow, which takes place before all the movies. Because Justin Lin decided this is canon and Han is in it. There's something no one told me about that movie, because I just watched it recently. The other character from Tokyo Drift is in it. So I'll just, like, spoil Better Luck Tomorrow. Basically, it's loosely based on a true story, which is kind of, like, effed up. But these, like, really successful high school teens are going into college, and they get bored of life, so they decide to, like, rob a dude. But then they accidentally kill him. Like, that's what happens in that movie, right? And there's one member of their team named Virgil, who basically, he goes psycho. Right? And then he tries to off himself, and we don't actually know if he was successful or not. But then, in Tokyo Drift, that same actor reappears with Han, and he's Han's cousin, or something. I think they're cousins. And he reappears with Han, and I'm like, wait, is this Virgil? And they call him Earl, and I'm like, this is Virgil. Like, they moved, and Virgil changed his name to Earl. Because it's the same Han. And they even, like, Gal Gadot's character says, I bet you smoked a lot when you were, you know, younger and all that stuff. And then you actually see, it's like, yeah, no, he did.
Now give it back.
It's 6 seasons, and it came out over 2 years. Jeez, dude. 6 in 2 years. But it's what your audience watch. What? Oh, kids shows? You're funny. You're funny, Arson. Yeah, shoot. I hate that it's like, okay. I have to remind myself that...
A field armor.
Also, you get paid for stuff like this, which is really cool. This is just your side gig, like you're a photographer. And I love that about this game. It's like Life is Strange, but government conspiracies. And there's no time travel. Instead, it's like, you're potentially the spawn of this alien overlord. This game's wild. I love it. Oh.
Shield disabled.
Life is Strange, but good. I like the first Life is Strange. Virgil. Yeah, right? And I want to make jokes in this video. I know it's a rarity for me, but I'm actually going to be comedic in this one. Because I figure it's like the sex education video, which in my opinion is one of my best videos. I really like that one. But the sex education one, it's funny because, like, I was actually cracking jokes. And I was like, let me do that more. Let me do more of that. I already took a picture of these two.
Lucio's. Wonderful.
I hope to hear your opinion on Tokyo Drift. It's the best one. There you go. But, like, I will go more into depth about why it's the best one. Along with, like... Again, its relationship to Better Luck Tomorrow. Because if you watch Better Luck Tomorrow and then Tokyo Drift, there's hints of something much stranger, right? Like, if you take Tokyo Drift as just its own thing, which it pretty much is,
Jade reporting.
but, like, oh, they murdered somebody? Like, some of Han's lines suddenly become a lot darker, I guess. Does this not count? I guess it doesn't count. You'll ruin my Twitter prawn treks. What? You'll get a lot of Twitter posts from folk who don't watch it. Who don't watch what? I'd watch the heck out of the Star Wars video. Oh, a Star Wars video? I'd love to do a Star Wars video. And here's the thing. I'd break it into parts. Part 1 would be the movies. Part 2 would be the shows. All of them. I will sit through all the Star Wars shows. And then part 3, I was thinking the games, but my god. Could you imagine me playing every Star Wars video game? Like, I think I would die.
Thank you, Jade. just got one of them M discs. Might be another job for Jade Reporting and Company.
We need a Spider-Man game with a proper journalist side game. No, please, no, I don't want that. I like that the new Spider-Man games, you have a camera and you can take pictures during missions. That's cool. That's all I want. I don't want to have to... Okay, I'm Peter Parker now and I'm walking around. It's like, no, I don't care. I don't want to do that. The first Life is Strange video is best outside of 3/5 of 3. Wait, what? The first Life is Strange video is best outside of 3/5 of 3. What? Wait, oh, that's how you say it. Life is Strange. I recently bought a physical copy of Life is Strange. Also, I recently finished Until Dawn. So, like, that's how, like, do your choices actually matter in that? Like, if I picked Josh, what would have happened? Would he die? Wait, oh, I should probably take a picture of him. Sus
it's filed.
Sapien.
Good luck for the rest.
He's called a Sus Sapien. Peter Parker, the game experience, the thrilling adventures before he got powers. It's funny how DC would make garbage like that, like Batman, like frickin' Penguin, the TV show. My God, what are you doing? Right? Marvel would never do that. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Marvel would never do that other than that one time. Let's make an Aunt May movie. Remember when they said they were gonna do that? Like, what? The game I meant. Also, I never said you needed to be PP for that side game. Still, I know. I don't want to have to do journalism. I'm Spider-Man, bro. Why am I... Bro, I'm Spider-Man. I'm in my costume. I don't want to be a journalist in a video game. Come on, man.
Good work.
Boost caps. Oh, okay. Marissa Tomei also wanted Aunt May to have a girlfriend in No Way Home. What would the... Oh my gosh. They should have done it, and they should have made the girlfriend's name, like, Ben. Like, Benina or something. I don't know. They should have done that. Double down. It's like, oh, this is Uncle Ben? Because the character is so fleshed out to begin with. Marissa Tomei. She is fleshed out. Her character is basically, oh, Peter, you're in trouble. I'll fix it immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts. I will solve all your problems. That is her character. That's all you needed. Aunt Ben. Aunt Ben. Dude. I'm waiting for the universe where that's the case. Oh, you know what? That'll be the next one. When they inevitably reboot Spider-Man again. Peter Parker Spider-Man. They should have called her Liv. Liv? I would hate that even more because then, like, what's with the implied death of Ben in Civil War? Nah, he's just talking about his puppy or something. Did you notice that his like, suitcase says, B, like, Benjamin Parker? Like, something on his suitcase? When he picks up a suitcase in the second movie, and then it blows up and doesn't even react. So I guess Uncle Ben's just a deadbeat or something. Oh, forgot I have to. Okay. It says BFP. Big effing Parker.
Hello, miss. I've been commissioned by Mr. de Castellac. This war is a catastrophe for us all. Mr. de Castellac would like to entrust a very delicate mission to you.
They'll either reboot or retire Holland Spidey and introduce Miles into the MCU in like 10 years or something. That's the best case scenario.
As soon as possible to the ancient
Uncle Aaron's already in the MCU and mentions Miles as possible. Yeah, they could do that, but my one question is, what would they do differently than Spider-Verse? Are they just going to do, like, vanilla Miles' story? Because that's not interesting.
The Castellac guy?
Huh?
What will they do to ruin Miles? Ruin?
It's too dangerous.
Ruin? Miles is only cool in one thing, the movies.
Some dinero to protect us from those stinking dams.
He's not cool in the games, he's not cool in the comics,
Don't you
he's
worry,
cool in the movie.
everything will be fine.
I love
If you
Jade's
wanna
design
go
too, by the way. It's just green.
No, it's just okay.
She wears green lipstick, bro. Look at that.
Like bees on honey, whether you like it or not. Segundo, check over this computer and download a complete version of your OS. You'll be able to take a look at it, Jay.
They
As
could
for
go
me,
the
I'll
Ultimate
try to get
Spider-Man
that
route and kill
stupid
Holland
other
Spider-Man.
up and running.
Oh, so you mean what they did in Spider-Verse, where Peter Parker dies? Like, she want to do that again? That's what you mean.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like,
We are once again
how do you make it so
connecting
it's not
with
just the
Mundo
thing we already
Exterior.
did? You know. Also, it's been years since I've played this game. It feels weird coming back. Miles' OG run is mid at best and bad most of the time. Yeah, they should call the movie Spider-Man Ultimate Spider-Man. Nah, man, do it so that every sequel has a different title. So it's like Ultimate Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. Do that, but I guess you couldn't say amazing, could you? Sensational Spider-Man. Bring Ben Reilly in, and let's not make him a joke this time.
Let's get at it.
I will always defend the 2016 run of
Jade reporting incoming.
Miles' Ultimate Spider-Man. Do you think his next trilogy will have a main word like home? I hope not, because eventually you're going to run out of words that actually make sense. Because, like, why is No Way Home called No Way Home?
Okay, let's go.
Is it because the villains have no way home?
Guess we'd better head
But they
straight for
do,
the
though.
Go garage.
Sensational Spider-Man, Web of the Spider-Man. Spider-Man Blacked. Spider-Man Dark.
Mr. Hovercraft
It's like a
ain't
night
doing
mission.
too good.
Gotta hold on till we get to Mama Goes. They've got what we need.
I feel like Tom wouldn't be around too long. He seems to already want to leave the role.
Well,
It's because no
that's
one
it.
takes him seriously as an actor.
Dead.
He's just Spider-Man.
Stupid tugboat! The garage is only 300 meters away.
Because in the end, Peter has no way home. Oh, okay. I guess because of his identity. Okay, sure. I'll take that one. Also, yeah, the rhinos are Jamaican in this. What if Marvel pulled a DC and did movies in alternate universes, like adapting the Ultimate Universe while the MCU was still going on? I don't think
Hey,
they'd do that.
it works.
Yeah, works to sucker in the client, all right.
The inventive title Far From Home is because home is far. Yeah, literally. Homecoming. It's because there's a homecoming. Like, you're gonna have to really stretch those names. Like, what else can we think of real quick? Like,
Yeah.
My
it's,
favorite is Spider-Man
starting to
Homeless.
Smell like smoked bacon in here.
Spider-Man Homeboy. That'll be Miles's. Spider-Man Homeboy. There you go. I did it for you, Marvel. Oh, wait a minute.
load of that. A Dom's meteor just made us a new skylight. Look up there.
Whoops. Oh, shoot. I hate when I'm trying to take a picture of something to jump at.
Bravo, Jade. Okay, your roll of film is finished. Bravo, Jade. I'll send you the zoom. And I'll recharge your film.
Spider-Man Home Wrecked. That's when MJ cheats on him, like in that comic book that is out. Also, where's Gwen Stacy? We'll have a Tom Holland documentary movie 20 to 30 years from now, the same way of Birdman. I didn't get what Homecoming was until I saw the film. We don't call it that. Oh, dude, in Canada we also don't call it that. Never heard of it before. Yeah, didn't Tom Holland say that in an interview? It's like, yeah, after we wrapped up filming, he's like, what is Homecoming? Yeah, in Canada we don't call it Homecoming either. It's much too American for us. I thought Homecoming was supposed to be like because Spider-Man came home to the MCU. Oh, it has a double meaning, and like totally. This UI reminds me of Sly 2 for whatever reason. I miss Sly 2. Or I miss Sly. Yeah, Sly Cooper was pretty dope, dude. But if we had an indie developer make a Sly Cooper clone, people would get mad. Isn't a Madam Web movie in the works with Sony? Or I'm growing crazy. I have no idea, bro. It's prom, right? What's Homecoming? Yeah, dude, it's prom. You just have prom and, like, maybe you'll have, like, a winter dance or something like that, but we don't call it Homecoming. Well, in the 60s run, Peter meets Gwen in college. It's possible she appears in the next movie. Why on earth would they have Mary Jane meet Peter first? Like, it wasn't like that, right? Am I crazy? Am I going crazy? Also, what am I think I just need the Speedcraft. That's it. Yeah, not in the works. Already filmed. It's already filmed? Oh god, the Sonyverse is going wild. It is. Let's make a Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man. I kinda, like, I'm here for that. I'm all for that. Also, you said MCU alternate universe. It's there, dude. It's the Sonyverse, the Venomverse, bro. We already have it.
The radios say they're gonna be another attack. Don't get caught off guard.
I legit feel the only guys at Sony who could do justice to both Sly and Jack is Insomniac. I agree. I completely agree. Adam Scott is playing a Ben Parker variant, I think. Wait, what? In what? Madam Web? Hang on. Yes, Adam Scott.
Hey, Paige.
Was he that guy in Boy Meets World?
We'll take it with us. I'm
Guy
sure
who played
it'll
Griff?
be handy in case we have to go back.
Gwen is already effed since Zendaya's cast in Spider-Man. You picked the wrong house, fool. Can't wait. Spider-Man, you picked the wrong house. Can't wait for them to not acknowledge the symbiote being in the MCU like they ignored Scorpion for 2 movies. He'll show up, but you know how he'll show up, Igor? I'm calling it right now. Scorpion will reappear, but it'll be the opening of the movie, and he arrests him at the very beginning, and then they move on like you know, it's just an intro. Here's where we've been. I'm surprised
From
I
the same
caught that
family
one.
as the scorpion fish.
I should have taken a picture of the boss. Hang on, gaming. Hang on, playing the game. I have, what's it called? I want to play, Fear Effect as well. Like, there's so many games I want to play. Like, genuinely, there's a lot of games I really want to play. Fear Effect's one, and then Blades of Time is another one. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Spider-Man 4 Mysterio intro, eh? Yes. But it'll be reused for Scorpion. Calling it now. That is exactly what they're going to do with Scorpion. Hydrate, thanks, bro. Who would be a good Gwen for MCU? I feel like that can't happen. Even after No Way Home, conversation of Andrew having to say Gwen was his MJ, like Gwen's the wrong choice in every universe. Jenna Ortega is Gwen Stacy. I don't know a lot of young actresses or actors. Oops, oh shoot. You know what just happened? I saw the little icon here, if you look right over my shoulder, and I thought it was the touchpad, so I slammed my finger in the middle of the PS3 controller.
Miss Jade, Mr. de Castellac.
It's the select button, by the way, if you were wondering. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. But Jenna was in Iron Man 3. Yeah, and that's Gwen Stacy. What's the problem? She's the president's daughter in this universe. Whatever. Checked. Yes, Adam Scott was on Boy Meets World. I knew it. I knew I recognized that name. He'll fight him at the first 15 minutes, then he never appears again. 15, bro. 5 minutes. He's getting 5 minutes of screen time. 15 minutes? What's he gonna do, huh? For 15 minutes? Oh, shoot. That's Main Canal. I meant Black Isle. Call me stupid, but what's keeping Marvel from giving Spider-Man... Oh, no, I was right. Spider-Man, Mama, another gator in the house to Sam Raimi. To Mama, another gator in the house. You're already banking on the Raimi nostalgia? Raimi? Did Raimi say he's not interested?
Super careful, Jade. The attacks are intensifying.
Interesting. Wonder if they'll put the trigger, pull the trigger and make Ned Hobgoblin, or at least work in his magic powers. Why does Ned have magic? Like, they only did that because they wanted Spider-Man to come out before Doctor Strange. Because it was supposed to be, what's her face, right? America Chavez?
Calling for witnesses.
Raimi said before he would happily do another Spider-Man. Oh. Bite me, Justin. So, he also might be directing again for Doctor Strange 3. I love how they're like, man, I didn't like his directing. Like, what's his face? Kevin Feige. I didn't like his directing, man. F that guy. He's ruining Marvel. Bring him back. It's because who else would want to direct Doctor Strange other than, Derrickson? Was that first director?
Hello, Miss Jade. My employer, Mr. de Castellac, like all the inhabitants of Hillis, wish to see an end to this war. The Alpha sections claim to be pushing back the Doms, but they're hiding the truth from
The
us.
Alphas are pushing back the
The
Doms.
Doms monsters have already invaded every corner of our planet. 2 specimens have been spotted at the bottom of this mine shaft. If we don't warn the population, their numbers will increase
He
radically.
makes his money.
Mr. de
Feige's like,
Castellac
this
is
movie has a
prepared to
soul?
pay
Get this
very
man out of
high
here.
price to be able to diffuse a picture of a pair of these monsters.
The guy's wearing 2 sunglasses. I thought the same thing.
This is a very risky mission, and you're free to refuse.
Well, Doms aren't exactly our best friends. Tell your boss he'll have his picture.
Doms aren't exactly our best friends. Again, I'd like to commend this game for just starting. Feige worked with Sam on the original trilogy. I don't think he would have any issues with them. Oh, I've been told that Kevin Feige was like, maybe tone it down a bit, man. Like, no, F you. It's Doctor Strange. You're about to see some strange things. Like, let the man do his thing, bro. I want real directors in the MCU. Can we get Quentin Tarantino 70s Luke Cage, please? The super blaxploitation Luke Cage movie by Quentin Tarantino. I would watch the hell out of that. Are you kidding? Are you joking me? That'd be the new Black Panther. Brothers be lining up on the streets to watch that movie. I know it. It's true. Sorry. Okay, what do I do?
No problem.
He thought a shot was cheesy, but that doesn't mean he was against this whole thing. Oh, it was the Mardo zoom in he didn't like? The Mardo zoom in.
No problem.
We'll find him his earthworms.
Ancient Mine. Also, how long is this game? Get Edgar Wright back for something, anything. I wish he did direct Ant-Man. I probably would have liked that movie.
Jade, come on over here, will you? I gotta tell you something important.
Oops,
Thank you, Jade. Flies are unjustly disliked.
Now may be a good time to show you my
Edgar
latest
Wright
invention.
Gwenpool. That'd be
2
neat.
years of work under the utmost secrecy. The outcome of a life's
So,
work. My little marvel.
The one Edgar Wright movie I didn't see was that newest one from 2021. I forgot what it was called.
Here's the pocket of pressurized
Was it good?
methane. And here,
Wouldn't Gwenpool work better animated than with the Spider-Verse people?
all you
No.
have to do to fire 'em up is
Just do
contract your
both.
abdominal
Do it like
muscles.
Space Jam.
It's the transportation of the future. I'm waiting for your signal.
Last Night in Soho, I liked it. See, I'm willing... I feel like ever since Baby Driver, he's been trying to just make stories. But I guess general audiences aren't a fan of how Edgar Wright makes things.
And there you have
Well, yes, but animation is for babies. Yeah, obviously, Arson. I still find it hard to believe. People really think
demonstration, just let me know.
that, like,
Go get 'em, girl.
people still think
Wow, why were
animation...
you
Well,
like
I guess,
that
like,
to me?
it being stigmatized towards, like, oh, it's for kids. That I believe people still think. But the other day you said, like, some people think it's not art. It's like, wait, really? But it's literally art. He has written Baby Driver 2, but who knows when they will actually make it. Yeah, I feel bad for Edgar Wright. He's one of those directors that... Like, he's my favorite director, but, like, I feel so bad for him, because in so many ways, he's similar to Quentin Tarantino. Just a man with a vision and ideas who refuses to direct a movie or make a movie unless he himself decides, yes, this is happening because I choose to, which is awesome. There's not enough of that anymore. But like, man,
Just
he
say when,
keeps
Jade.
getting unlucky, I want to say.
Now.
See that? Your jet boots attack makes him come out of the
Yep.
I don't know if he would agree to do anything, but I did see someone saying Edgar Wright might have actually spoken with Marvel again. Okay, cool. Edgar Wright's Ghost Rider. It's funny because, like, it means... Oh, shoot. Did I not do that right?
Una materia crystal. I will transfer it to the suite.
Imagine
to
people
the
caring
back.
about their craft.
The
I know.
potential units for
It's because,
each
like, so many
crystal.
directors today, unless they're, like, Spielberg or... I don't know, name someone else. Who's the guy who made Avatar? James Cameron?
Come look at this.
And it's funny because, like, James Cameron's amazing, I will say, but what is his style exactly? I can't figure it out. I genuinely cannot figure out what... Maybe he's just one of those directors who can do anything, and maybe that's why everyone loves him. Or, like, Scorsese is another one.
Ha-ha!
Where,
Say
like,
when, Jade.
clearly this is a guy, Adam Sandler. You know who actually cares about his craft? Adam Sandler?
Let's go.
I'll say one thing about Sandler, he has a style. His style is grand. His style is excessive. Oh wait, who are we referring to? Cameron is making a new Terminator, right? Is he? Does he need to? My friend invited me to go see The Flash. I said yes, since I wouldn't have to actually give the movie my money. That's where I am now, and see you soon, JR. Alright, take care, Austin. Let me know what you think. Adam Sandler. Cameras, wonder how that is going to turn out. Dude, there are two good Terminator movies. It's like Star Wars. There are 2 good Star Wars movies. Only 2. Everything after that is either terrible or mediocre. On the flip side, Alien is also like that in my opinion. There's 2 good Alien movies. The first and the second. Predator? I like Predator 1, 2. I like The Predator. I like Prey. I like all the Predator movies. And I know a lot of people hate, I think it's The Predator. Is that the one Shane Black directed? Because, like, Shane Black... ooh, Shane Black. I love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and I love Iron Man 3. Those are the 2 Shane Black movies I'm like, this is really good. Everything else he makes is so, like...
Hold your horses. Good
It's
Lord,
like,
you'll
everyone
bust a
says
gut.
the F word a million times per second. And it's like, this isn't good writing, dude. This doesn't make your characters relatable or fun. This just makes them annoying. Shane Black. Cameron, wonder. He is writing one, but that doesn't mean much. He is very Avatar focused right now, so it probably won't come to too much. Also, okay, when you said grand, did you mean, you meant James Cameron? James Cameron's style is grand? Because I agree with that. I do agree with that. But then you have Terminator 1, which isn't that. So...
We're gonna need some tools if we plan on getting through there. Nothing.
Thanking you kindly.
Who voiced Jade? I like her voice. What is this, Final Fantasy 16? What?
For that. Jet boots attack.
What, with all these particle effects? I googled it. Cameron is working on a new one, but is holding off until the direction of AI becomes clearer, according to a news outlet. Wait, so he wants to make a Terminator movie actually based on modern AI? What, are we gonna have ChatGPT T1000? Like, what are we doing here? With the F words? Oh, right, the excessive amount of F words. True, true. And it's funny because, like, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, they swear a lot, but not, like, it never comes off as... Because, like, not every character swears a million times. It's a specific character that does. ChatGPT 1000. His very funny idea. Yeah, ChatGPT 1000. ChatGPT 1000. Wait. I love that you can take a picture of the enemies, too. Like, they
The
knew.
large ones are mutants. Be careful.
Be careful. These things can kill you. No, come on.
Ah, these little Medu... Magnificent.
Always take a picture of the enemies. Oh, son of a gun, dude. I think we're good. Did I? Wait. Yeah, there we go. I remember when you said James Cameron wasn't good, then I listed a film he made, then kept listing them, and you just responded, maybe I was wrong. Yeah. Look, if there's one thing you know about me, I'm fair with my assessment of anything. If you can prove me wrong, I will admit I am wrong. And it's like, James Cameron is a phenomenal director, and when I was saying, is he all that? I was more thinking of, like, the few movies I'm not too fond of, but it's like, no, he has a lot of movies that are actually just really well made. But, like, bro,
After the next roll of film...
how did this N-word make the most financially successful movies, bro? Like, I've seen Avatar, it's okay. I've seen Titanic, it's okay. I've seen, I like Terminator 1 and 2. I have nothing bad to say. Actually, okay, I like Terminator 1, but I think it's, it suffers from what a lot of movies from that time period suffers from, and that's like terribly choreographed action scenes, which is ironic because its sequel is the best action movie of all time. Because, like, literally, fight scenes in Terminator 1 is I'm shooting at you and you're ducking, and now you're shooting at me and I'm ducking. Now I'm in a car and I'm shooting at you and you're avoiding, and now you're shooting at me and I'm avoiding. Like, that is every fight scene in Terminator 1. There's good moments, though, like, well-written moments. Lean into the AI angle and don't even have Arnold have it be a deepfake. So it gets, like, really meta. That'd be funny. It's like, yeah, we didn't even have Arnold here. Oh, shoot. I love the soundtrack to this game, too, by the way. It's like someone's always whispering in your ear. This is some Final Fantasy Remake scan material. Reminder, I've platinumed that game. FF7R? I like this visual style a little better. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy VII, so... You know I'll defend Final Fantasy VII. Like, Final Fantasy VII is one of those franchises I will just... I'll defend it forever. For the rest of my life, I will defend that franchise.
Starkos restores 1 heart of your energy.
Oh shoot, does it go in my...
Starkos restores 1 heart of your energy.
Get out. I think I effed up. How do I give?
Here.
Thanks.
Give him another one.
Here.
I also like this.
Thanks.
You can give your partner something. Yeah, you can take 2.
Account identification. Okay. Starkos restores 1 heart of your energy.
Alright, cool. Future of Hollywood is deepfake and CGI, including dead people, isn't it? Oh, definitely, dude. It's really messed up, is what it is. Did you see the Final Fantasy 16 directors listing their favorite Final Fantasy games? No. What did they say? Titanic is kind of boring sometimes, not gonna lie. Dude, skip the first, like, 10 minutes of Titanic, and you get the same movie, bro. Like, Titanic without the framing device is a better film, in my opinion. Like, just delete the whole beginning. Just get rid of it. Because anytime, like, girls I dated watched that movie, they would just skip that part. Oh,
Here,
Ratchet and Clank?
To the expert.
Wow. A Barocco D53.
Insert that Naked Gun moment here. Yeah, that's Terminator 1.
For me.
And 1 and 2 were the only ones written and directed by him, so points to him. Absolutely. Like, again, I can't even get mad at James Cameron. He's a phenomenal director. I can't pretend I don't like him. He's too good. You can't doubt Cameron, is what Jordan Fringe told me, and he was right. You can't. Also, Alita Battle Angel. Yep, there you go. And that was a passion project, too, if memory serves correct. He read the manga and just wanted to make a film. Like, dang, dude. Dang. And it wasn't bad. Like, it was actually good. What? Qua? Also, yeah, this is how you get maps. I always like that. But yeah, like, my favorite directors are, like, Quentin Tarantino, Edgar Wright.
Did it a little, you think?
Well, Edgar Wright is my favorite director. And then I'd say Tarantino. Who else? F. Gary Gray has an interesting filmography. Not so much as, like, I'm a director who does my own thing, but, like, a director that just...
Open your
I felt like it. Like, yeah. He wants to direct the sequel himself, taking over from Rodriguez, too. Really? What other... Here's an interesting director, because one of my friends... Like, Hannah's favorite director is Martin Scorsese. One of my friend's favorite director is, Robert Rodriguez. I don't know his movies well enough. Like, I know he did Spy Kids, right? And he did Planet Terror.
Let's go.
What else did he do?
Step aside, little lady. Okay.
Account identification. Okay. PA1 increase.
C'est bon.
Starkos restores 1 heart of your energy.
What's up, Saints Flow? How you doing?
Here.
Thanks.
Does he not put it in his inventory?
Here.
Should I just keep it? Like, how... Am I wasting... Oh my gosh, am I wasting them? Because usually it shows up in his inventory. How are you? From Dusk Till Dawn. Oh, yeah, I forgot he directed that. I like that one. That one's really good. From Dusk Till Dawn, bro. Another good example of a movie that someone just wanted to make. It's so not derivative. Like Saints Flow, listen, bro, I will give you actual money if you watch Crank 1 and you don't like it. Crank 1 is the perfect movie for you, my guy. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, but like, trust me, you would love it. It's just non-stop.
Help me out, Jade.
Like, in my... Because, like, people, you know... People say Terminator 2 is the best action film of all time. It is. But... I'll enjoy it, Lion. Get free money, you're funny.
Respect your elders.
But Crank 1 is the only action movie I can think of where every single bit of action is entirely justified. No matter how over the top, it's completely justified. Because there's a few action scenes in Terminator 2 that's like, okay, we wanted to show off here.
Go get 'em, girl.
Oh shoot, I didn't realize that worked no matter where I was. He also made Desperado, right? Desperado. What is that? The main director, Final Fantasy 10, 6, and 5 are his favorites. Another 12, Tactics, and 5 as his favorites. And the last 5, 10, and 3. So 10 and 5 are the most common here. That's interesting. I put you on auto resub because I always look for the emote, but never have it. Oh man. Saints Flow, use a real one, man. Use a real brother, you know? You're gonna show up in Canada, I'm gonna give you the N-word pass. And you're gonna say it. You're gonna say it. Tarantino and Rodriguez do work well. No wonder they made that double feature. Shame only half of it worked. Yeah. Wait, only half of it? Okay, so are you and I on the same page about Grindhouse, where Death Proof is amazing, but then Planet Terror kind of sucks? Like, the best scene in Planet Terror is a scene that, like, I remember Johnny said he hated that scene because it just happened so suddenly. But the mom gives her son, like her little toddler, a gun. And she's like, be careful, you know, you'll shoot your eye out, don't use the gun. And it's like, okay, mom. And it's like a really serious moment, like it's really serious and really, like, dark moment, right? Because it's like the mom having to give her toddler a gun, you know? Really serious and stuff. But then he immediately shoots himself in the face. And I'm like, that's the best scene in the entire movie because it's the one and only thing I did not expect.
Let's get a move on.
Like, wow.
The best is to come.
Because legit, I cannot remember anything else from that movie other than Cherry Darling, who has an assault rifle for a leg. Because that's a very iconic visual. Even though, I wonder how... I've always thought about this. Cherry Darling, right? How would that work? How's she pulling the trigger? She just thinks it and then it fires. And I know it's Grindhouse, you're not supposed to think about that stuff, but like, how does it work? I want to know.
No problem.
Say it, Saints, say it. Nincompoop.
Let's go.
I discovered Hardcore Henry this year, and so far it's my favorite action movie ever. Crank is Hardcore Henry before Hardcore Henry. And Hardcore Henry's another one where, like, I'd put it up there for best action movie as well. I still prefer Crank. And you'll see why. I guarantee you, Saints Flow, you will at least like the movie. Because you're not a guy who likes movies. But, like, trust me, if you like Hardcore Henry, you'll like Crank. Also, Jason Statham's best movie. Don't at me. It's his best, hands down. But yeah, Crank is the only movie where every single piece of action is entirely justified. Just completely, just perfectly, you understand why this is happening. And most of the movie is an action scene. There's very few points where they're not doing something like that. Desperado is a sequel to El Mariachi. So I haven't seen that. I haven't seen those. Are they good? Would you recommend them? Give me the pass and then introduce me to Marcus for extra chaos points. Yeah, don't tell Marcus that we gave you the pass. Like, don't. I'll get my other brothers to give you the pass too, so it's legit. It's not just one person. See, you gotta be officiated. That's the thing. You gotta be officiated by more than just one brother. It can't just be... These are the rules. Them's the rules.
Good day, ma'am. Candy
Yep. We have talked about it. We have? Pfft. I just shot Marvin. I just shot Marvin in the face, yes, but in Pulp Fiction, what's his face? Vince? He's dangling it around. Like, he's dangling the gun around with his finger on the trigger, and he shoots Marvin. It's like, that's funny, and, like, really creative and all that stuff. But the reason why, like, you don't expect it. Sure, you don't, you're right. But, like,
No problem.
the little kid gets a gun to defend himself from zombies, and immediately shoots himself in the face. Like, what? Why would you write that? Like, we don't even see how that transpires. She gives him the gun, she walks away, bang, she goes back, his face is gone. Like, what happened? Because it's shot in such a way that you'd think she'd leave, come back, and her son's defending himself. Like, the way it's shot is why it's so deceptive. It's like, oh, they're setting something up. Nope. Had to do some canonizing.
You want white or wheat toast with your omelet, Miss Grace of an Ox?
What the? Also, great soundtrack. I only get recognized by people who like bad films. Jason Statham, real quote. Crank is good. Shut the F up, Jason. We love you. Shut the F up, Jason. We love you. Imagine the Saints Row 4 crash clip after the update with Jay going, oh, laughing uproariously when he sees some of the VFX shots in The Flash. Brother, I don't give an F about The Flash. You know, it's funny. I go about my life. I go about my day. And I think to myself, man, you know, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good life. Things are going well, you know? And then I'm about to stream and I'm like, oh god, do I have to hear about The Flash today? And what was the first thing Justin said when stream started? Hey, I saw The Flash. And I'm like, oh god, Justin! Justin! He's like, it was better than I expected. I'm like, cool? Use the enemies as projectiles. Is that a bass guitar? The entire soundtrack of this is amazing. Like, it's really good. It's very creative. I love the bar song, Propaganda.
Model D53, my little lady. Slices,
But
dices.
Batman. I am just saying that some of those are flarking bad. It was mediocre, I see. And iCarly reboot. Well, you know what? That's all I gotta say now. I might be making a cameo in a video about the iCarly reboot. I hope I do. My agent contacted me. No, I'm kidding. But like, yeah, and it's just funny to me because it's like,
Okay,
at this point,
your
people
roll of
will
film
only
is
know me
finished.
for the cameos.
Good. I'll transfer.
I'm gonna make a Fast and Furious video, and it's
I'll
gonna
recharge
get
your film.
buried. Because here's the thing, I'll tell you, I'll let you in on a little bit of the algorithm secret, okay? Here's a really serious algorithm secret. You guys ready for this? All right, here's the secret. If you don't post videos for a long time, YouTube doesn't promote them, like, period. Which is why I got a lot of people complaining, like, how come your video didn't show up in my feed? It's because I didn't upload anything. So when I was uploading videos for a little while, I was contacted, and like you get an email and stuff. It's like, hey, you're doing a good job. All these people are watching your stuff, and blah blah blah. Keep making videos, right? And that's why the Zach video was able to stand so well as it was, because I had made 3 videos before that. I made Valkyrie, Saints Row, and She-Hulk, and then I made that one. And it was perfect, because it's like, okay, so they understand, like, oh, he's still making videos, alright, cool, we'll promote this video. And that's why that Zach one did so well. It also helps that, you know, people were upset about the game coming out. It's all about timing, right? But what's so funny is, there's literally no way I can promote anything now, because I haven't uploaded anything for, like, 6 months. So no matter what I upload, it's gonna get buried, which is why I'm kind of like, okay, I'll just make something because I want to, knowing full well it will never get anywhere. Like, no, God himself would have to come down and perform a miracle for that to work out. And I just have to accept that. I just have to come to the realization that I will never be at the height that I once was, which isn't terrible, to be honest, because, I mean, hey, I still got you guys. And I think having a small audience of people that actually care is a lot more interesting, or a lot more fun, I'll say, than a bunch of people who only expect one thing from you, you know? Could you imagine a relationship where all your girlfriend ever wanted you to do was comb her hair or something? Like, brush her hair? It's like, cool, I'm in a relationship, but my god, do I always have to be brushing her hair? You know? Relationship? Apparently there's talk of a new Shadow the Hedgehog game. Dude, can we please get Shadow 2? Oh my gosh, Arson. Just give us Shadow the Hedgehog 2. Just all jank. Just don't change anything. I would play that. I'm dead serious, I would play that. Don't give us the stupid Sonic things where it turns into 2D and all that garbage. I'm so sick of Sonic games becoming 2D at some point. It's annoying. Not just her head hair. Oh, are you into hair down there? I'm not into it. But hey, if you're into it, I'm not here to yuck your yums, bro. Fun fact. I've always had a concerningly selective memory, so I've been improving it by challenging myself to remember things I said that are very wrong out of context. At least it's helping your memory, dude. I mean, is it helping? Your response to iCarly stuff on Discord was funny. What did I say? What response? Which response? Sorry, I'm just turning on my fan. Also, are you guys cool? You guys cool to hang out? Like, you want to watch some videos later or something? I feel like an old man. Upload some smaller videos before the Fast and Furious vid. That's the plan, Arson. That's the plan. The only problem is, there's only 2 videos I could upload, because there were 2 videos I was supposed to upload that I never did. One of them is the Valkyrie video. Yeah, one of them's the Valkyrie, like my Valkyrie idea. I'm just gonna re-upload that on my main channel. I already did it on Playniac, but I want to upload it on my main channel with the thumbnail that Justin made. And then the other video is gonna be an illustrated version of my Life is Strange 4 idea, which I need to make blueprints for today so that the artist can get on that. Because I really did want to kind of visualize, like, here's what these characters would look like, here's what Life is Strange 4, my idea of Life is Strange 4 at least, would be like for a story, because Life is Strange is a franchise ripe with potential. It is. I would say that. It's ripe with potential that they just haven't used since the first game. Yes, it's Jay, Austin, me, and everyone else. Wait, what? Yeah, we're all in a relationship. Oh, hey, people, the sequel to this game will be next after Valve does Half-Life 3. Yeah, where's Beyond Good and Evil 2? Okay, he's definitely Greek. Who's definitely Greek? Me? Because of the hair? And I'm a case-by-case scenario. Some women rock it. Some women do rock it. I will admit that. I still don't want to be going down there and, like, coughing up hair, you know? I don't like, you know, because, you know. I don't think I will ever talk about iCarly again. Well, I was just being real. But, like, that is, I wasn't trying to be funny when I said that. I don't think I will ever talk about iCarly again. What's weird to me is, like, why did that person think I was? And then they said it so threateningly. Did you notice that? They're like, I hope Jay talks about iCarly. It's the only reason I subscribe to him anyway. It's like, bro, when was the last time I talked about iCarly? What am I doing wrong? Because I know this is a boss fight, but...
Here.
Thanks.
What am I doing wrong?
Coming in loud and
Oh,
clear.
did I just not take the
And
picture?
Remember, I would like to have the male and female Tyrolomax in the same picture.
Oh, okay, got it. Hey, hang on. Unless a Victoria's character shows up, count me out. Yeah. My condolences to you. Wait, what? Back to what we were saying before. Yes, Jay, Crank is great. I love that movie. It's the best action movie in my opinion. It's my favorite action movie, I will at least say. I really love that movie. In so many ways, there's so many great things about it. One day, I promise, I will make a video about Crank, the first two movies, because there's only two. But, like, I could go on and on about why I think they're genius in so many ways. Because there's other action movies that have never done what they've done to this day. And those movies, first one came out in 2006, second one came out in 2009. And it's like, we still haven't gotten into action movies like those. The way it's edited, more so. Where, like, you know, while Chev is running and he's on the phone, the background is showing the other person in the phone conversation while he's sprinting. Like, that's sick, dude. Like, what? Anyone else would just cut back and forth between the two, but they don't. They're keeping the action going and you're seeing the phone call. It's really good. Unless a Victoria's character shows up. I just finished my paperwork. I start work in the 1st of July. Nice. What's your job? It did help, by the way. Yesterday while shopping, I said, that's deeper than it should be, while looking at bags of chips, and I'm not a fan of that the dark ones, but I'll buy them while getting grapes. Jeez. Sorry, I was connecting that, the Beyond Good and Evil 2. The director turned out to be a sex pest. Which director? They don't call it pee unless you cough up hairballs. Look, man, I don't call it puss. All right, I don't call it that. I don't call it that. See, you know, we had this conversation where I was like, I think it looks like just everyone I've seen just kind of looks like, you know, like meat, right? And that doesn't mean I'm calling it meat, but like, you know. I'll just say like bacon, not bacon. Ew. If her flaps look like bacon, I think she's got something wrong with her. You might want to get her to check that out. But like, I just say like, you know, to make her feel nice. Just say you're rose, darling. Might I have a taste of your rose, darling? I don't know, something. Or I'll just be like, I'm gonna go down on you, girl. You gotta read the room, you know?
Tyrolomax.
Always
is
take a
one
picture of the
Dom's
boss.
creatures.
I need to remember that. I know at some point Jay will have a lot to say about this, and I look forward to his updated thoughts. Yeah, like what? I feel like even if you did watch it, you wouldn't have many thoughts relating to the show, just about the time you wasted. The problem is, the show's not good. Like, it's not good. It's not a good show. It's not a good follow-up. It might as well be a brand new show that just happens to carry the title of its predecessor and has a bunch of cameos. That's all it is. I'll work on the front desk of a hotel for customer service. Nice. Bacon, because it sure looks tasty. Tasty. The director of Beyond Good and Evil. I hear... Oh, right. Michel Ancel. Yes, he also created Rayman, if memory serves correct. I hear it gets better, but how better is better? Yeah, legit. You do call it P. What do you mean, bro? I do. I do that. I do. I'm a complete liar. I was faking it. I was faking it for the views, Justin. I love that you have the clip, though. Proof. Here's evidence. He's lying. He does call it puss. Like, I like how this game is a bit of everything. And everything kind of fits naturally. Nothing feels out of place. We're fighting a boss, but I'm also a photographer. Got the receipts. Speaking of P, Lies of P has a demo waiting just for you. I ain't playing that. I know you love Soul-likes. Souls-like. Nah, man. Are there, like, dude, it's so funny to me, because when you guys were sharing the trailers for, like, the PlayStation and the Xbox and the Nintendo and everything, it's crazy to me that, like, you sent so few trailers, so I was like, oh, maybe they left out something that I might like. No! Like, what happened? Like, when did games become just so boring? Like, straight up, too. Like, I'm not exaggerating. They're just boring now. What happened? Like, when did this happen? Oh, shoot. Again, great music. Just saying. I don't have projectiles yet. Good point about the editing in Crank, but I will always... It's so funny, I looked at the screen expecting a QuickTime event. Dang, dude. What have modern games done to me? But I will always... Jackie Chan 80s action movies are my favorite. Which one? Is Armor of God your favorite? Because I hear a lot of Jackie Chan fans say that one's the best one. I've never seen it. Man, Rayman 1 might have become one of my favorite games, for real. But there's an asterisk. It has occurred to me, I may legit not like Souls games. They're not... Look, man. I wouldn't say they're not good. They're good. I think Souls games are good. I understand the appeal to that one. But, like... They're not for me. They're not for me. That's all I can really say. Where, like, there's some games where flat out I'm just like, this isn't good. I don't know why people think this is good. Like God of War, I'm sorry. I don't think that's a good video game. The new ones. Hell, I don't even think the old ones are good.
Congratulations, Miss Jade. You have...
Hold it. I got a bone to pick with your boss.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Mr.
I got a boss to pick with her
never
bone.
existed.
I watched the
I
PSN
think I
showcase
owe you
live.
some
It was
explanations,
mind-numbing.
Miss Jade.
Never watched one before. It was a bad year to start. Yeah, dude, like... She's making the same games, bro. Like, I liked Demon Souls. I liked some parts of Demon Souls 1 and 3, but Elden Ring didn't grab me, I suppose. Neither Bloodborne. What about it didn't grab you? When games started taking 5+ years to make and people started hiring identity instead of talent, so it doubled. I don't even know if that's what it... Like, yes, you're not wrong, Saints Flow. You're not wrong. But I would also say just the gaming market has effed itself. Because as I've gone on plenty of rants about, go back to the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, the GameCube. Every genre was on the shelf, selling like hotcakes. Okay? Every genre. There was a game for every genre that was doing very well financially. Today, that is not a thing.
Alpha sections are not exactly what you believe them to be. They capture 10 people for every one that they
correction, I love Demon Souls. Elden Ring is one of those games where I'd happily wipe my brain to play it for the first time again. I hear you. And again, if there was gonna be any Souls-like that I was gonna play, it would be Elden Ring. Because what I saw, it's like, yeah, okay, I totally get why people would like that one. That one in particular, I think, is really amazing for what it accomplishes. And the fact that, again, it doesn't hold your hand, which I'm all for in video games. As long as it's, like, logical how to approach situations. And in most Souls games, you can approach them logically. Like, you can cheat a lot of boss fights. Just stand at a distance and fire at them. You can. And I gotta admire that. That's things I like in video games. So it'd be hypocritical of me to criticize that in that kind of game, you know?
If you decide to join us, rendezvous at the Akuda bar. Ask for peepers. You're free. to
Senor,
choose your side,
double
Jade.
mustache.
Did you say peepers?
At the Akuda bar. Be
We're
sure
about to go to
remember
the bar.
password. Safe and sound in its shell, the precious pearl is the slave of the currents.
Security
Holds up
measure?
hand to a butterfly land.
Discretion.
Is Jay's opinion on modern
By the
games
way, I
contrarian?
almost forgot your reward.
Someone would say that, but it's like, the reason why I think this way is because I grew up in a time where games were exciting.
So, just what does Miss J
So when I
think
see
about
games
all
today
this?
that are all so similar, it's like, well, but that's
If there's
not
a way to stop
what
this
happened.
war, we can't
Things
let it
just
pass us by.
changed. Like, and it didn't change for the better. Like, games didn't become better because now we have got all these patches and all this
Let's go
stuff
see
that
just
just makes
exactly
them
what's behind
unplayable
all
day
this.
one. Like, what happened? Twitch just recommended me an Elden Ring stream from NROP artist. Good for her. A NROP artist. You know, that's one thing I think is quite interesting. It's like, you could... Like, what is the equivalent for prawn for guys? Like, oh, did you know he's famous for this? Like, what is the prawn equivalent for guys? And don't say prawn, because it's not. It's not the same if you're a dude. Read Jackie Chan 80s action movies. It's hard for me to pick one of his movies from this period, but yes, Armor of God is a great movie. I've been told. I need to check that one out soon. Being in a boy band? A boy band. A boy band. But are there any boy band guys doing, like, Twitch? Ooh, Joji and Filthy Frank. I love people who don't know that Joji is Filthy Frank. It's the funniest thing to me. I don't even really know Joji. His music is just like everyone's music today. People are like, it's so innovative and so amazing and da-da-da, and most of it is just like... Or... And people are gonna be like, yo man, I really felt that one, dog. That one really spoke to me, bro. It's so versatile. Don't get me started on music.
Peepers, you know him?
Akuda Bar, pedestrian district.
That YouTuber now suddenly like, oh yeah, I didn't mean it. Yep, when he was saying the N-word and all that, people were like, oh, we forgive him because we like his music. It's like, it's funny how hypocritical you people are, huh? And by you people, I'm referring to the people that are quick to cancel people. So white girls. Last I remember, the Filthy Frank voice tore his throat something fierce, like that one fatality in MKX. One way they ripped the throat out. It's weird that I knew exactly which one you meant. It's Ken Shi's fatality, isn't it? Where he literally pulls her throat out with his telekinesis or something. I guess the counter argument could be that modern AAA video games are poop, but indie games are not. But the downside to that is the dulge of games released every day is hard to find great games. Well, I don't even think indie games are great. I don't. I've never said, man, indie games are so much better. I've never said that because a lot of indie games are not finished. Like,
We really should have
they're
another
hardly
pedestrian
games
district one of these
a lot of
days.
the time. And Arson and I like how Arson put it. I'd rather 10 good hours, like, I'd rather 10 fun hours of a game than 80 hours of schlock. Like, it's like, oh, it was fun for about 5 hours within this 80 hours. Like, I don't care how long a game is. I really don't, as long as I enjoyed it. But what I find with a lot of indie games, they tend to, like, not, I don't know how to describe it. Like, if an indie game is based on something, right, they tend to completely miss the point of whatever it is it's paying homage to. Like, a lot of the time that happens, and it's like, oh, okay. Like, so many people are trying to do a Jet Set Radio Future kind of thing, right? And what I love is that the only people who've done it right so far is the guys, Team Reptile, the guys who are doing the new Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, right? And that's why I'm so happy about that one, because all the other Jet Set Radio Future clones, they're just, like, not even close. They completely miss the point of Jet Set Radio Future. They completely miss the art aspect. They completely miss, like, the movement aspect. Like, they just get things wrong whenever they're trying to pay homage. And then when they're not trying to pay homage, it's like, this is secretly about, like, depression and, like, mental health and stuff. And it's like, that's cool. There's a place for that. There's definitely a place for that in video gaming. I'm fine with that. But why are all of y'all trying to tell a story like that? Like, come on. Can I just have an adventure? Please? Is that too much to ask? When he mumbled, it spoke to me, because, like, I mumble, he mumbles. It's like, man, like, it's just... I like when you type like that, just because it's just... You do not speak that way, so it's always funny reading you say that. What do you mean, you people? Sorry, Force to have it. Indie games tend to sell themselves as experiences rather than games. Yes, exactly. Remember that rant I had about Castlevania and Bloodstained? Yes. Also, best song in the game. Taurus Sapien.
Splendid picture.
I'm a Taurus. I am just arguing that it may be not for lack of trying. People, other video game devs. To me, you are dismissing the creativity of the art of making video games entirely. I just want the game to be fun. How about that? Crazy, right? Crazy thought. I just want the game to be fun. And, like, remember, though, I'm a movie guy. I'm not a video game guy, because if I want to watch a movie, I'll watch a movie. But so many games today are trying to be movies. And it's like, stop. Please, stop. What you mean, bro? What you mean, bro? Like, I was always talking like this and that. Yeah, no. Keep being yourself, buddy. If at any point of this game the player says this is fun, I have failed. Neil deGrasse Druckmann. In my head I wrote that like Ali G. Booyakasha! Oh man, that was so funny when you pulled up the clip about feminism. I love that lady that was there with him. Because at no point did she flip her lid or anything. She was just like, this guy's an idiot. Can you tell me the rules? Sure, it's easy. You have to get rid of all the pallets that are on your side. To do so, you aim with square. So I used to be really good at this game back in the day. Let's see if I can still get it. To be fair, this year is looking pretty hopeful. We've got some of the worst games ever made, but also a growing list of great titles. Street Fighter 6, apparently Diablo 4 is awesome. That's good. I'm glad Diablo 4 is doing well. I'm not a Diablo fan, but I have a lot of friends who are. Hi-Fi Rush, yeah, I'll give it that. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Jedi Survivor, Hogwarts Legacy. That's true. Yeah, a lot of good games so far. Remakes like Resident Evil 4, Dead Space, Metroid Prime. Upcoming stuff like Alan Wake 2, Avowed, Spider-Man 2 probably. Starfield is likely to be one. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Don't you ever forget Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. But yeah, no, you're right, you're right. This year's actually looking pretty good for gaming. In my head, and that's just what I can keep track of. Tons of indies and others that flew over my head. True. Fun, yeah, crazy, right? Looked up the definition of subjective. No, shut up, Phoenix. Here's the thing. We can have different ideas of fun, but there's universal fun, okay? There is universal fun. You know what, like an example of a universal thing that's fun? Give me a sec. I don't know, sex? When you finish doing work that you don't want to do, that right there, that is a fun feeling. And all of you can relate to that. Every single person here can relate to that. Whacking off, call me old-fashioned, but I prefer having, you know, someone else there with me. Not watching, but like partaking with me. I love those people because they just try and don't try to actively hate them. Yeah, I love that too. Of course, I'll also play just for fun of it, but it's not as interesting. What do we bet? 100 units, you pocket 200 units if you win. 1,000, I put my lucky pearl up for grabs. Many have tried, but I still got my lucky pearl. Okay, I'll give it a go. May the best player win. I'm not betting. Let's train. So, I used to save scum to win against this guy. Pamela Henderson? Henderson. Too late, exhibitionist-niac. I have a copy of Jedi Survivor ready to start when I feel like it. Again, I want to make a video about Star Wars and why it's a bad franchise, but it'd take me a while to get to the games because genuinely I don't think Jedi Survivor is a good game. And I don't mean gameplay-wise, I mean like story-wise, I don't think it's a very good game for Star Wars, personally. Is it best 2 out of 3? Oh, okay, rounds. Holy dude. Oh, shoot, come on. No! 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 You suck, Jade! Ah! No! No! Never! Yeah, okay, this game's hard. Gotta like... No! Stop. Stop winning, bro. Bro, like... What? I quit. I'll do this off screen. Oh right, even DLC. Phantom Liberty is guaranteed to be fun because Cyberpunk, you can't hate it if you actually played it. Yeah, like I really dig Cyberpunk, so it'll be fun to go back to that. What I think is funny, there's a secret pearl you can get, and like a secret location you can get by just talking to the bartender. What did you think what seems to be change in its art direction for Avowed since we last saw it? Does the song say, what you doing? I don't know. I know that the propaganda song, though, does have swearing in it. Like, bro, Jet Set Radio Future has a song with the N-word in it. Like, the OG JSRF, there's a song with the N-word in it. Which, bro, how did they let that slide in a T-rated game? It's way more colorful and cartoonish now, and that magic cast from the OG teaser implied as in-depth magic system, it's not. We're just getting Skyrim 1.5. Oh, do you like that look? Does it suit the tone? The new look, not really. A bit too much saturation. Beyond Good and Evil HD is currently €3 on Xbox. Get it! It's a fun game. Really doesn't scream, you're here to investigate a plague. I will stop my playthrough Starfield as soon as Phantom Liberty is released. I am that looking forward to it. Nice, dude.
Account identification. Okay.
Okay, guys, work with me here. If you can. Easy way to make money in this game. I will have 5 days to no life Final Fantasy 16. That game, yo, bro. I mean, I'm glad you're happy about Final Fantasy 16. You're the only Final Fantasy fan I know that's happy about this one. I already pre-ordered Phantom Liberty. You can pre-order it? I feel like it'll force me to start a new save, so I need that bonus car. Same here. Let's try 200. Hang on. Easy. Same here, me too. Yeah, there are pre-order bonuses, including a fire-themed gun, like Johnny's, I guess. Oh, what? I didn't know you could pre-order the DLC. That's so crookish. Now you can pre-order our DLC, bro. DLC? Alright. I'll be able to explain my thoughts on the story better after I'm done with it, but I was a fan of what I saw in the story and gameplay in the demo. Well, the gameplay is like Devil May Cry meets Final Fantasy. And I love how DMC fans are like, yo! New DMC dropped! and they're making combo videos. It's like, okay, cool. Alright, I'm glad. Oh, shoot. What was the code? How do I look at the code again? Shed Falcon Square on your right. $0451. Thank you. I'm gonna try it on the. I mean, I'm pretty sure he said it wasn't here, so it'd be pointless here. But thank you. I couldn't resist. I played the Final Fantasy 16 demo this week. What do you think of those cutscenes? As long as folks are having fun, that's the important part. Having fun watching a movie, and you should be playing a game. Yeah, as long as they're having fun, sure. I hope it won't turn out like my Destiny Lightfall pre-order, where I had all my bonus content equipped in-game already paid for, and it just canned my purchase with no refund. Remember that? Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened to you, dude. $100 gone in the wind. I want to see how they overhauled the skill tree and introduced a capacity aspect to cyberware. They did? Wait, what? They're doing that? Would you ever play the murder of Sonic on stream? No. Arson, you will never see a Sonic game on my stream. I played Sonic Mania. I'm like, it's a Sonic game.
I'll let you have one free. I'm sure you like it. There's a beautiful old lock.
I like Sonic as a like show or like merchandise. I don't actually like the Sonic games. I think like there's ones I'm like, this is a good game, but it's like I will never play this again though. Sonic games are, well, you've played them. Sonic, you mean the movie? You've played them. You know exactly what I mean. I reinstalled recently to double check, and I legit still have the bonuses in my inventory, but Bungie refuses to acknowledge it so they can deny my refund. They're ripping you off, bro. I've most certainly have, yeah. That's why I can't honestly say, oh man, I love this game franchise. The games aren't good. Like, they're not like on their own as Sonic games, they're in like a class of their own where you kind of have to be like, oh, this one's better than the rest. But as far as like games that function, like that work, you know, that like actually work, they have a problem with that. A lot of them do not function. Sonic is like my hero, a great franchise. No, a great product. Great franchise? Nah. Sonic is a great product. W6, W5. Final Fantasy 16, beautiful cutscenes, but Joshua's voice actor does the 50-50 hand motion? 50-50 hand motion. Sonic 2, 3, Adventure 1, Heroes. I agree with you, Arson. Do you put Sonic 2 at the top?
Friends, allow me to introduce you to Jade, our new agent. I was hoping you'd make it. Come closer.
Well, won't have to
This
hear
is
it for
May,
long, at
editing
least, I
and
think.
distribution of our newspaper, Iris. Nino, radio operator, transmissions, and tireless poster sticker.
Hey.
On these screens, you can see
I'm
the
not even
majority
religious
of
and
our
I'm convinced Sonic is a
correspondence.
satanic
They
plane.
operate all over the
Some of the worst
universe for
people
more
came
than
out of its
13
fandom.
different systems.
Sonic? You know what, okay,
You already know
like
Peters.
toxic video game
It was
fandoms,
his idea to offer you the job. He knew you would complete the test
I
successfully.
don't know, a lot of Sonic fans are pretty chill
You'd have to
with
be
me,
blind
but like,
not to see it. The kid's bursting with talent.
I don't know,
Listen
man.
up, Jade. The events are gaining momentum.
People I think are toxic are the
A
first person
Dom's
shooter
bomb has
guys.
exploded in the canal.
And if you don't
Obviously,
believe me,
the
go
Alpha
into one of their
sections
lobbies.
have sealed off the sector. They've embarked everyone there.
To take
Because
care of them,
you have
right?
two kinds. You have people who are saying those jokes
Any victims,
ironically,
Jade?
and then you have people who are
The
just
governor of
racist
Hillis
and sexist and
contacted us as soon as
transphobic
she
and
heard the
homophobic.
news. She's willing to
But
help
they
us,
can't tell the
but her
difference.
HQ is under surveillance. You
It's like,
can
I'll
help
take
us
the
to
Sonic
save
fan
these
base
people,
any
Jade.
day over
Nino,
that.
give us a brief on the situation.
Here's what we know. The victims are kidnapped by Alpha Section agents.
How many
They are then
franchises have
taken to
fans
the
who have
Neutrophils
slept with a
factory.
voice actor?
Shuttles
Sonic?
are then used to take them to the old slaughterhouse. And from there, they are loaded into military cruisers headed for the
Voice
moon.
actor or just actor in
We
general?
don't know what their forces
Someone's
are.
sleeping with
None
somebody.
of our agents have ever returned from these cursed places.
Fans,
4 days
eh?
ago, we lost
let me
contact
think.
with Double H in the Neutrophils factory. He was our best agent
Buffy.
and friend. Double H was supposed to have brought back proof of the Dom's traffic. His last photos are
Oh no, I put
terrifying.
Sonic Adventure 1 at the top. Yeah, same. I'd put Adventure 1
We
at
need
the top.
someone to take
The rest
over
are in the
mission,
same
Jade.
league,
You
I'd
can't
say.
refuse.
Combat
Continue.
2, button mashy, and my hand gets tired out
We
too
need-
fast. Really? So
One,
you're
get
not a
inside
fan
the
of
Neutrophils
the
factory.
combat. Interesting.
2, you take pictures of the Alpha sections and their victims. You'll be in constant contact with May.
He did the
She'll
voice.
broadcast your
Competitive
photos as
streamers
quickly
are an
as she
interesting
receives
case. They're some of the most vile wannabe bullies online,
Yeah,
but
I'd
most of
like
them
to know,
have a
too.
stable
Like, who's
relationship,
actually
children, and
telling the truth in all of this?
long-time close friends
Here's an
I can
official
only
city
dream
pass.
of.
We've got
I
it
mean,
thanks to the governor.
hey,
It
man.
will open certain doors for you.
having a kid doesn't make you not a sociopath. Just remember that for as long as you live, please.
Jade, I burned an M disc for you, if you want it. I put it over
told you,
there.
man.
Everything is explained
I
in
know a
detail.
brother who used to be part of our friend group. He used to be part of our friend group. And then his girlfriend
Okay,
came out
I
and told
filed
us
the picture.
he was beating her. I want you to know that guy was a competitive streamer. He wasn't big. That's all I'm saying. Your life means nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should... Is that Ratchet and Clank looking gal? Her? She's a Felis sapien. She's like a cat girl. She does look like she's from Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, man, you weren't kidding. Guessing he's human. Okay. Sasha Fieronics looking.
The Alpha sections have deceived. But we're counting on.
Did you read the file? Yep, all of it. I like how the villains in this game is called the Doms. Not a fan of the combat in demo. There was a combat section that unlocked after fighting the demo prologue of the game, but I didn't want to do that because I just liked that you can carry over your save to the main game. Oh, so you're just gonna wait till the main game? Gotcha.
Jade, you'll have to. Pick
Have
a
you ever
code name
played
to
Devil
sign
May
your
Cry,
articles with.
Phoenix? like DMC 5.
Shawnee.
Some people don't even know the neuroscientist who discovered he was a psychopath while researching psychopath's real story. Yeah, what? I never knew about that one. If this game wasn't criminally underrated, I guarantee she would have a dedicated fan base with plushies. Beyond Good and Evil? Or that cat girl? Definitely. I also like how, like, man, can I just say, some of the greatest stories ever written, like film-wise, not book-wise, because don't do this if you're writing a book, but movies, right? They start where things are already going on. I love that this game is like, yeah, the government's like effing with people, and we all know this. Like, all the characters, yeah, we know this. And it's like, hey, we gotta find a way to just, we're dealing with regular life issues, and you're a photographer. You know what? Maybe we should team up with an underground organization that's been fighting the government for a while. Alright, cool. And it's like, later on, it's like, what have they been hiding from us? Aliens. And it's, I just love how matter-of-fact everything is. Jade meets these people, and it's like, okay, cool. It's like, what do you want your codename to be? Shoni. It's like, Shawnee. And that becomes really important later. And it ends on a cliffhanger why she chose Shawnee. And you never got a sequel. Crying shame. Also, see this? In the bar it tells you, like, the people who have the record for the races. And you can race in the races, and then it'll change to your name. Shawnee those nuts. Shawnee. Umpaka. I have not played any of the DMC games, but I have seen gameplay footage of the games. What did you think? The combat in the Iaconic challenge was great, but it needs a lot of practice to master, which I like. Yeah, so like Devil May Cry. Like I said, a lot of DMC fans are hopping over to Final Fantasy 16, and I'm like, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the combat was good. I will talking about the boss fight in the village you went to. Who thought the perfect follow-up to this game with a cliffhanger was a prequel? And they're still calling it 2? I played DMC 4 so much as a kid. I'm sorry. Like, maybe you liked it as a kid, but DMC 4... It's DMC 4. I think 3 and 5 are the best ones. Honestly, just play 3 and 5. Don't play 1, 2, or 4. Controversial take. But I think 3 and 5 are the really good, this is Devil May Cry. 4 is like, do you hate yourself? Problem is, I was awful at the game for longer than I realized, so I really had to sweat for that fun. What I think is funny is, like, Marcus playing the game, he's playing as Nero, and I'm like, hey, you gotta rev your... Me and Danny just constantly, you need to rev your sword, you need to rev your sword. Marcus made it through, like, 50% of the game before he's like, wait a minute! It's like, yeah, dude. You have all these other moves, use them. I like Nero's combat in 4 as much as the level design sucks. I think his combat's better in 5, personally. Because, okay, something, and you already know, there's a few YouTubers I watch. I watch, like, Adam Plays for his playthroughs. I watch Blame It on Jorge for his real-life conspiracies and found footage stuff, because I'm really into that. And, like, the only reviewer I watch is the Gaming Brit. He's the only one. And I loved his review of DMC 4. Like, all of his DMC reviews are good. He did one on Ratchet & Clank that's really good. Like, how Ratchet & Clank lost its edge. Where it's like, yeah, legit, Ratchet & Clank is just not even close to what it used to be. But, that has, like, a million, gajillion views. But anyway, what I like about him is that he doesn't, like, care about views. He's very clearly like, I'm only making this video because this is how I care about these things. And he's lost so many views, but he was also the first guy on YouTube to be like, hey, yo, God of War sucks. Like, to make, like, a comprehensive, like, list of reasons without being a complete dick about it. Not like, yeah, you guys, like, he wasn't a whiner. He's like, no, here's, like, this kind of combat, it hinders you, and da-da-da. But anyway, I need to stop praising the Gaming Brit. But anyway, he did a review of DMC4, and I love the thing he said. He's like, so character action games has combat that illustrates the character's personality in how they fight, right? How the character fights in a character action game should tell you what kind of person they are, right? And that's why I love those, because you know me, I'm the character guy, so seeing that in gameplay is awesome. But what's so funny is, in Devil May Cry 4, Nero fights really aggressively. Like, he like, grabs a guy, bashes him against his head, like, smacks him against the ground and stuff like that. He's, like, really angry and really pent up. Dante's stinger is very precise. When he swings forward, he only stabs one person at a time. But Nero, his stinger, he swings wide. He's trying to hit as many people. It's like, that's really cool. But then he's like, but Nero's on, like, such an uneventful mission in DMC4. It's like, why is he so angry? Like, dude, chill out. He just fights like this. Doesn't matter if his mission is a small one or a big one. He's just an angry dude. And it's like, yeah, that is a good point. Why does he fight like that? Later on, your girlfriend gets kidnapped, and at that point, it's like, oh, this is why he's like that. No, they don't steal her until, like, the halfway point. The beginning of that game, your girlfriend's fine. That's why it's funny. Like, yo, why is he, like, chill out, bro. But then in DMC 5, it makes sense the entire time why Nero's angry. I watch a lot of vids who knew canceled doll lines were that interesting. Canceled doll lines? Yeah, it took a while to me to get the aiming mechanic right. For a second, I thought you meant the spiffing Brit. No, the gaming Brit. Use Venom Punch. You have to use Venom Punch. Yeah, and Gaming Brit also did a video about that. And I loved it because, like, Kay, he's the only YouTuber where literally, on stream, I was like, hey, yo, why were people disappointed about Resident Evil 3? And then the same day, I went to YouTube to upload my video, and he posts a video why people were disappointed with Resident Evil 3. I'm like, how can I not love this guy? How can I not love this guy? Like, come on. And it's funny, because, like, I don't agree with everything he says. I think his view on certain games, like, because he's, like, a really big fan of survival horror, and it's like, I don't think survival horror is a very fun genre for me. But yeah, I will always commend anyone who puts passion before views. I will always applaud that. Even if it means you're gonna lose people if you say, hey, God of War's not a good game. Last week, for the first time ever, I watched a streamer who pointed out how consistently annoying Ragnarok is. You can't jump unless you're told to. The map is restricted to ridiculous extremes. You can't even step on small patches of sand. It's constantly backseating and undermining your intelligence. The list goes on. Well, of course, man. That's the thing. There's people out there. It's just they're never allowed to... They're not big enough for their voices to be heard. That's the problem. In most cases. Like, I also loved Gaming Brit's review of Bayonetta 3. I loved it so much that I included it. In my Bayonetta 3 playlist. I'm like, no, this perfectly summarizes why this game sucks. Will you bring up Vinny's songs in your Fast video? I have a plan. That is all I will say. I don't want to spoil how I'm going to make this Fast and Furious video, if I even make it. Part of me's like, oh, what's the point, man? I'm going to be wasting hours and hours of my life to make this stupid video. But then another part of me is like, man, wouldn't it be funny if I made this stupid video? Like, I'm so conflicted. Also, let's watch some videos. Guys, give me some videos. I'm in a video mood right now. I do love that one move Nero has where he smacks down his enemy. Yeah, just ba 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 ba. Even one where literally he takes his sword and you can mash it so that you just keep hitting them. Like, see, mashing like that I love. Because it's like, no, this is you doing that. Your character is doing the mashing. I love that in any game. Because, like, I remember Johnny, Marcus, and I talking about Devil May Cry, and it's like, who's your favorite character to play as? And all three of us picked someone different. And I'm like, that right there is why these games are amazing. Like, we have a favorite. And their gameplay is so drastically different that we can like all three, but our personalities, you know, Johnny's the angry guy, so of course he loves Nero's gameplay. And then Marcus, the smart guy, all about Virgil's gameplay. And then me, Janiac Jr., you already know who my favorite character is. I don't even have to say anything. I like counter-argument videos as long as they are not 3 hours long. Agreed. But get ready for my 2-hour-long Fast and Furious video. And to be fair, like, here's my whole thing. If the video's long because they're talking about a lot of things, sure. Like, Jordan Fringe is making a 14-hour-long Lost video. 14 hours long. You know why? Because he's talking about every single episode of that stupid show. 14 hours! This brother's making a 14-hour video. 14... I can't even think